Hello, this is May Lee coming to you today. And for writers, professionals, or non-professionals, the Puritan Frontier of New England magazine is now looking for writers for their winter's 2015 issue. They're looking for writers to write in 5 categories. You can write either fiction, any word length, open to all topics, and it pays $40 a story. Nonfiction, any word length, open to essays, creative, nonfiction, memoirs, and other literary styles. It pays $50 an article. Interviews, any word length. The subject that you interview must be working in the literary field, such as an editor, author, or a publisher, and it pays $50 an interview. Reviews. Review up to 6,000 words, and the reviews must be of new books, chapbooks, anthologies, etc., and it pays $50 of review. Poetry, any length, any style, and if you submit up to 4 poems, it pays $15 a poem. I think you can only submit up to 4 poems per person. And to go and see what I'm speaking of, you can click on this link. And if you have questions and messages, you send it to this email address. Next, read submission guidelines. If you see more information, if you click on the link, you will scroll down to general submission guidelines. And it tells you that the Puritans seek submissions all year round and the times of year that they accept. As I stated, they're accepting for winter right now. Once you start submitting your information or your articles or poems to them, they'll start notifying you of when they're accepting more writers for different seasons. And as I mentioned before, they do $50 per interview. They pay $50 per essay or review. They pay $40 per work of fiction. They pay nonfiction $50 and $15 per poem. They would like you to check back with the magazine regularly. Regular submissions to the magazine are free of charge and should fall under one of the 5 categories: fiction, essay, poetry, interviews and reviews, and nonfiction. Unless they are soliciting your work, all submissions must be previously unpublished. This includes self-publishing, publishing on blogs, and in chapbook format. Only email submissions through their online submission manager are accepted. So you send all questions, messages, and your article or poetry or fiction or nonfiction articles to thepuritanmagazine@gmail.com. And they would like you to send only your very best work. Of course we will. So upon receiving your submission, they will promptly respond with an email confirmation. You may have to wait a few months to hear back from them on the final verdict. This is standard procedure. Only inquire about your work if you haven't heard back from them after 4 months. Also, they tell you about the writing guideline. The only one that doesn't appeal to this guideline is poetry. Others must abide by the guideline. So I hope that this can help some of us out. And it sounds like a great working assignment. And it can get our work out there to help us get better work even in the future. So until later, boomers.